All right, and welcome back to Unscripted, the podcast where we don't have a script, obviously. We just go with the flow. So
Yeah, grammar's real hard to
yeah,
figure that one out.
yeah. If you notice us like looking up, we've got the game on, the Eagles and the Giants game right now. We're both playing fantasy right now, so we're trying
I've
to
got
keep.
two players in this game, Corey Clement and Sterling Shepard. I just need to make it through this week before my trade goes through.
Yeah, I've got the Eagles defense in this game, and so far they've already got an interception, and it's like what, 2 minutes in.
Yeah, we're not even 2 minutes in.
Yeah, so and they're on the field right now. So
I need Eli to get out of New York. I need someone who can throw to Shepard.
yeah, I don't know. I'm telling you, I don't know what's happened to him. He used to be pretty good. Now he's fallen off. Especially here lately, like he won a Super Bowl like not too long ago.
Yeah. Would you like to talk about how your season's been going before I get real upset and depressing over here?
Yeah, I mean, my season's going pretty well. I lost to the guy that's number one. He's the only person that's undefeated. He's 5-0 right now.
Yeah.
And then I lost to Turner. Another. I mean, his team's good. But I think that week my team just really, really screwed up. That's the only time my team has scored under 110, and they scored like 87.
Yeah.
That one week. So I don't really count that as a loss, just because my team screwed up 1 week out of the whole season so far. So
Who's your other loss to? Turner?
Turner and Parker was my only two losses.
Yeah, well, your boy is reigning fantasy champ, and I'm 1-4 right now, and I'm hoping to make it through the week. What's happened so far is I lost to the dude that's undefeated. But if I would have played Mahomes that week, this was like week 2, like when he really popped off. If I would have played him, I would have won. So that's bullshit. Number 2, every other game I've just gotten screwed. So like if you play me, you're guaranteed to have a good week, and my guys are just gonna they're just gonna lay down and do nothing. Yep, and there goes Barkley.
Yep.
Jordan should have gave me him. But anyways, so I had to make some moves. My team has gotten a whole lot different. Preseason, actually, this is how my season's been going. So preseason, I traded Adam Thielen. Is that how you say his name? Thielen and Christian McCaffrey for David Johnson and Demaryius Thomas. In any other season, that David Johnson trade would have been a good trade. But now Thielen is number 1 wide receiver.
Super good.
In the league, yeah. And so I had to make some trades. I made a bunch of moves on the waiver wires, not really any big names. And then another way to show you how bad my team's been is Anunwa has been solid, like 8 points a game. And then last week he had a goose egg the 1 week I put him in my lineup.
Yeah.
But now I've traded Devontae Freeman for Tyler Boyd. He's like the 15th wide receiver, I think. Something like that. He's doing good. Then the big trades, I let go of Mahomes. I traded Mahomes and Cooper for Adam Thielen, AJ Green, who's the number 4 wide receiver, and Phillip Rivers, who's the number 5 quarterback. So I think it worked out in my favor.
Yeah. That one's going to be kind of iffy. You'll just have to wait and see if that one plays out good or not.
There's Shepard for 2 yards. I'll take it. But, yeah, I don't know. I just don't think the quarterback makes as big of a deal. So, last week, Cooper and Anunwa got me a total of 1 point. I'm not even exaggerating.
Yeah.
So, quarterbacks you might have, like if I'm playing you, Brady might throw 30 points one game and have a really good game. Well, if Rivers throws 20 or gets 20 points, doesn't really make that big of a difference because quarterbacks really don't vary that much. And
yeah, with quarterbacks, you're pretty much guaranteed like an 18 to 25 points consistently.
Yeah, so now I'm pretty much barring an injury or them. Oh God, missed it in the end zone. But anyways, but yeah, so barring an injury or barring any of them Ray Ricing a woman, I think my average is going to go up 20 points all the way around for receivers.
Yeah.
Because they're all going to come in and average 10 plus.
Yeah. Right now, the downfall with my team has been I need like one more good running back and tight end, which I made a really, really good pickup today. And first I had Delaney Walker. Delaney Walker got hurt, and he's out for the season. Then I picked up Severian Jenkins, the guy that's the tight end for the Jags. I picked him up. He's been all right. And I picked up Disley, Will Disley from the Seahawks, and he was the number one tight end when I picked him up. And the 2 games I played him, he had 0.4 and 0.6 points, and then got hurt and was out for the season. So I was like, okay, I dropped him, started Jenkins, and then the last game, Jenkins got hurt, and he just had surgery like today. So he's out for at least 8 weeks, I think is what they said.
Yeah.
And then I noticed somebody in our league dropped Kyle Rudolph, which I had Kyle Rudolph last year, and he was amazing. He was super solid. He like came in clutch so many times. So I've got Kyle Rudolph now, which I think is a pretty solid choice for tight end.
Yeah, I've even went as far as it's gotten to the point where I've made a spreadsheet for my players.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got a column for their name, their average points, their rank, like amongst their position, and I've got the defense rank that they're playing, the defense rank against their position. So like, if it's wide receivers, I've got like the total passing yards like on defense, total pass completion percentages, passes thrown against them. I've got the fantasypros.com ranking, the CBS ranking, the ESPN ranking, like the pre-week ranking, and I've got the averages of that, and just like everything. My team's really set. It's just all right. So I have Mahomes. He's gone. But I've got Deshaun Watson and Rivers. So I feel like I still have 2 Tier 1 quarterbacks. I wouldn't have said that about Phillip Rivers before the season, but he's playing good. Then wide receivers, I've got 2. We have 2 flex options in our league. So that was something I did to add more variety, make it a little more interesting. Was you have 2 flexes. So there's 4 spots a wide receiver can play. The 2 wide receivers and 2 flexes. Got Antonio Brown, A.J. Green, Adam Thielen, Tyler Boyd.
Yeah.
So I think wide receiver and flex, I'm solid. My problem is RB2. RB1 is David Johnson, another solid player. RB2 right now is Corey Clement, just because I picked him up off the waiver wire because of Ajayi. So that's real shaky. We're going to find out how that goes tonight. And then, it's a running back. And then my defense kind of sucks sometimes. And now... because I've got the Vikings, but they've been getting lit up. And my kicker, Crosby. See, Crosby's a top 5 kicker. Last week, 0 for 5, I think, from the field goals.
Didn't he have
2 extra points?
He had 1 point, didn't he?
Yeah.
Because he made 1 field goal that game, and he brought it back to have 0. He did have -5, and he brought it back to have 0.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. It's just stuff like that happens to me all the time, every week. And William. He is a total Falcons fan, has 6 Falcon players in his starting lineup, and he got 147 points in a non-PPR league against me. But Turner's playing him this week, and I think Turner's going to get him, and we'll have the tiebreaker over me, but we'll have the same record, so it's a start because he's got the 6th spot. Yeah.
This game that I'm playing somebody that's 4-1, and this will be if I beat him, it'll put me up in the rankings a little bit. Mm-hmm. If I win, I'm pretty sure I'll win, just based on the points that I've scored and that he scored this season. But we'll see. Right now, my team, I've got as quarterback, I got Brady and Stafford.
Yeah,
2 great quarterbacks, and then for running backs, starting right now this week, I've got Zeke and T.J. Yeldon as my starting running backs. And then wide receivers, I've got Devontae Adams and Tyreek Hill.
You had Yeldon as a flex. Who's your other running back?
Carlos Hyde.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. Well, those can interchange.
Yeah.
They've both been playing good.
Yeah. And then, wide receivers, I got Devontae Adams and Tyreek Hill. Tight end, I just picked up Kyle Rudolph. And this week, as my flex, I'm playing Deshaun Jackson and Carlos Hyde. I think those would be pretty good. I've got the Eagles defense, and they're playing now. And then I've got the Patriots kicker, Gostkowski. I don't know how you say his name, but I've got him. And on my bench is my biggest downfall right now because I've got Stafford and Galladay on the bench, but they're really good.
Yeah.
And I've got Royce Freeman and Devontae Booker. They're both the running backs for Denver.
Wow.
Yes.
Did you see that? Dude,
Oh, no.
I've got Aguilar on the bench. Oh, and I'm dropping him because of that trade.
Yeah.
God, I can never pick it right. It kills me.
I don't know. But I've got Royce Freeman, Devontae Booker, the two running backs for the Broncos. I need to drop Booker because Phillip Lindsay has been taking over his role.
Yeah.
And then I've got the Panthers defense.
Can we talk about Chase's trade with Joseph?
Yeah.
That was ridiculous. So the guy that I traded Mahomes and Cooper for those great players for, I originally offered him Antonio Brown for McCaffrey and Thielen. And he turned that down to trade McCaffrey and Emmanuel Sanders for like Phillip Lindsay, Adam Jones, Evan Ingram, he's out tonight, and like someone else. And he turned that down for that trade. He said he got them both at the same time. And that just blows my mind.
Yeah. That wasn't a smart move on his part.
No.
And Joseph's probably the worst team in our league, and he just got.
In all honesty, if I would have had the depth that Chase had, I think Chase ruined his team this week with the trades he made. I mean, that's just my opinion. I just knew he would fall for the Mahomes thing. So if you're watching this, Chase, sorry, but
yeah, he's a huge Chiefs fan, so he's all about Mahomes. I knew if you could offer him Mahomes for like a running back that scores 10 consistently.
Yeah.
Or not. I mean, backwards from that. If you offered him Mahomes and trade for like, say, Zeke, Barkley, and Antonio Brown, he would do it. Like,
yeah. And I mean, I'm not saying that Mahomes and Cooper aren't good players. Cooper has just been up and down, and Mahomes is the best quarterback. But I mean, it's just like you said. We'll see. But at the same time, if I would have had the depth that he would have had, I would have traded McCaffrey and Thielen for Antonio Brown in a heartbeat.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess we'll see with that trade because that trade is either going to make or break one of you two.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm 1-4, so desperate times calls for desperate measures.
Yeah.
But I've got Aguilar on my bench, and he goes off for a 20-yard catch, maybe more. And last week, I swear, I told Arden, I had Christian Kirk. He's like wide receiver 70. I said, hey, I've got a really good feeling about Kirk today. Last minute, I took him out for a Noonwall. A Noonwall laid a goose egg. Christian Kirk caught an 80-yard pass for a touchdown. Very first play, and ended up like 15 points.
Yep.
And that's just how my season's been going.
Yeah. He played me last week, and it actually turned out better than I thought because if Mark Ingram scored what he was projected, it was going to be bad because I had like 130 almost or something like that. And if Mark Ingram scored what he was projected, I would have beat him by like 60 or 50.
Yeah.
It was going to be bad.
Yeah, I've just been getting screwed over every week. I just can't help it.
Yeah.
I don't think that was Clement. I need to check what his number is. I think that was Adams. They played both of the running backs not named Clement. So if that also shows you how my season's been going. Wait, they took Shepard's. They didn't count that catch. I mean, it was 0.2 points, but still.
It's weird.
What the heck?
Well, let's move.
Aguilar's catch was 32 yards.
Jeez. Well, let's move on to the fight.
Yeah.
McGregor and Khabib. I know a lot.
Khabib.
That's what everybody says. I predict. I don't know. I may have said it last podcast. I don't remember if we talked about it or not.
I don't think we did.
But I predicted Khabib to win just because the dude's not 26-0 for like no reason.
Yeah.
Like, he's freaking good.
I don't know. I mean, I get it. Like, if you're stronger than somebody, like, yeah, take him down to the ground. But that's like the easy way out.
Not really.
I mean, yeah, no, it's not. It's not.
If I'm good at a certain trait, I'm doing it.
Do is easy. I guess what I'm trying to say is it's just not exciting or fun to watch.
Yeah, that's what everybody says. And everybody says, "Oh, he's a pussy for doing that." But like, if I'm good at it, I'm fucking doing it. If that's what I'm strong at, I'm doing that all day and beating you up and down.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't have any respect for it. I'd rather that's why I like boxing. I mean, just stand on your feet, duke it out.
Yeah. But you have to admit, Khabib like rocked McGregor.
Yeah, the one big shot was his shot, but
and he had McGregor on the ground and was standing over top of him, just beating him.
None of those punches landed, though, I don't think.
A few of them did.
Unless there was one. No, I swear to God, I went back and watched it like slow-mo. It was either hitting his wrist or he was ducking. And that's why like the ref wasn't stopping it, because it just wasn't hitting him.
Yeah.
Because I remember we were at Parker's, and they were like, why isn't he stopping the fight? Well, because none of the punches were landing. I guess he could see it real time, but like we couldn't, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Connor's my dude.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about dressing up as him for Halloween. What do you think? I swear to God, I am.
Go for it.
Like, I really want to. Just so I can walk around. Who the fuck is that guy? Go by the fake beard and the white.
Yeah.
I want to be the McGregor, the boxing McGregor, with the white gloves, the all white shorts,
the white robe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be expensive, but I want to do it.
Yeah.
And Demi's making me go as a plastic surgeon, and she's the botched like surgery, like someone I just like ruined with a terrible surgery and blood everywhere. Like pretty much I'm just wearing scrubs, and she like wears all this like makeup and stuff. But I don't know. I was like, if I'm doing that, I'm going as McGregor, and you can be like Ronda Rousey or something, or McGregor's wife. If I'm dressing up with you, you're dressing up with me.
Yeah. After the fight was so wild.
Dude, they about turned it over again. Eli Manning needs to get the fuck out of New York. Look at him.
He knows it too.
Yeah. Jesus. Just launching.
They're on the one.
They're not even got.
About to say, watch Barkley go 99 yards.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Did you see Derek Lewis got a championship fight?
Mm-hmm.
November 3rd. That's a very, very quick turnaround.
Yeah.
That's less than a month.
I know. It's kind of surprising, but
very surprising. I mean, he went. It was 3 rounds, wasn't it? Or was it 5 rounds with
It was 5 rounds because at the very last second he knocked him out, didn't he?
Yeah.
Because it was like the last second of the last round he finally.
I thought only the championship goes 5 rounds, but for some reason I'm remembering that fight is 5 rounds. I don't know. Either way, I just know that he didn't give up, and that was ridiculous.
Yeah, the dude.
I watched him do that against Ronda Rousey's boyfriend or ex-boy. I don't know. That Travis dude. In the last round of the fight, Derek Lewis just took him out.
Yeah. Derek Lewis is a beast.
Yeah.
If you don't follow him on Instagram, go follow him because it's absolutely hilarious. He doesn't post like pictures of him before the fight or anything like that. Like it's literally like memes, and it's freaking hilarious. The dude's so funny.
Yeah, he that post-fight interview might be one of the funniest things I've watched in my life. Trump called. Said I knocked this Rush motherfucker out. I could be fired for no title, man. What would you talking about?
You go stick my black ass down.
Yeah, he has such a quiet voice though for a big man. That's what was cracking me up the most.
He doesn't even look like a fighter. Like he looks like some dude you pull off a street.
Hey, maybe I can come smoke some weed with you on that show a couple weeks. Oh, that's hilarious. I love Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Like if nobody's seen him, you need to go check him out.
Yeah. His podcast is so good.
Yeah.
I've been thinking, what if we got this on Spotify? I think there's a way you can do it to put this on Spotify, and I want to say iTunes, but I'm not 100%, or Apple Music or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I think you can do it, but I'm not 100% on how to, but I can look it up.
Well, listening to us is probably a little easier than looking at us. I mean, we're pretty ugly.
I mean, yeah.
But I don't know how many people with a paid subscriptions like, hey, I want to pay for the subscription to spend some of my time listening to these two dickheads talk about nonsense.
For the shot.
Yeah. I don't know. As much time as I have been spending on this fantasy football like research and shit though, and like me winning last year, it's like I have some knowledge. I've just been making bad decisions this year, so don't hold that against me. But I've been thinking like what if we made like a football like fantasy football just podcast or something, or fantasy sports in general.
Yeah.
Basketball. There's no fantasy sport that's like really that fun though, other than football. Basketball sucks. It's too long.
It was pretty fun, but it got annoying just because I think at one point, because we did a league, and at one point I just stopped. Like I put in like the best players and just left it at that. I didn't even check the lineup.
Yeah, because it's every day.
I didn't even check the lineup and after a certain amount of time.
Yeah,
because I was like,
there was actually, I saw this this article by Matthew Berry today, and he joined a league where some guy had tweeted him, and it was called a vampire league, and so every team drafts except for the designated vampire team, and so if you're the vampire team, you don't draft, everybody else drafts. You join the league right after the draft. You get first pick of all the waivers, and you build your team just from the waiver players. So you're the vampire team because you're really bad, but each week you play somebody. And so, like, say I play you week 1, and you have Antonio Brown, Mahomes, and Zeke. And so then you have a decision. So you say, do I want to just play him with my bench players, or do I try to go all out to beat him? Because if I beat you, I get to swap and trade one player out of your starting lineup. Can't take from your bench, so that's why like you could just play all your bench players and just take an L that week, or maybe beat me if my team's bad enough.
Yeah.
But so like, but yeah, it's like if you went all out to try and beat me and somehow I upset you, then I would be able to go, oh, here's Quincy and Nunwa for Antonio Brown, and you would have to do it, and you would lose them. And then the team just gets stronger and stronger, and then tries to make the playoffs and tries somehow to win.
Yeah.
I feel like though as the season would go on that you'd get really good just because like sometimes you get lucky and win.
Yeah.
And like I feel like making the playoffs would be the tough part because you would take some losses at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
But once you made the playoffs, I think you would win. You'd have a really good shot.
That'd be pretty cool.
I think it would be fun. I would volunteer to be the vampire team.
Yeah.
I would love to. I think that's Smallwood. Yep. Fuck.
Yep.
Smallwood. Even though he probably does it.
Well, so far so good for my end.
No. I don't know. It's kind of. I mean, they're moving at a fast pace. Wait, Clement's in. Yep, there he is. Go! Go! Go!
Oh, he got rocked on the 2.
That's okay. It's a 15-yard run. That's why I picked him up. He produces. All right, let him dive in. He's on the 1. Yeah. So that's probably really loud on the camera. I need to not do that.
Yeah, that is pretty loud.
Ugh.
He got rocked at the end.
That's targeting. Give him the touchdown. Pull the flag, ref. Oh, yeah, this is a nosedive. Right
Yeah,
up the
this
middle.
is an over the pile jump.
Come on. Come on. Oh, throw it to him. Even. Oh,
He didn't get in. Oh my gosh. He's on the
God.
one.
He was open earlier. Landon Collins is good, though. He's like parallel with the ground. Oh, he got hit in the head again. He's going to get a concussion if he don't stop. He's going to fuck around and not remember he played a game today.
If he probably would have just stuck it out there, he probably would have got that.
Yeah.
Watch, they'll give it to him again right here. Then they'll take him out, and whoever replaces him will score.
Yeah, that's how it normally works for me. Go, get in. Yes.
He got in.
Sorry, I'll try not to clap. Yes, that's a quick what? 8
8.
points? Probably.
8 or more.
Yeah.
It was a good 15-yard run. Plus a touchdown, so.
Yeah, probably like 7.8. Anyways, all right, so is there anything else you'd like to talk about? Is there anything on your mind today you want to preach to the choir?
Not really. I don't think so.
Yeah, I feel like it's been a pretty productive podcast. What has it been, like 30 minutes?
Yeah, around there.
All right, so I guess we're going to sign off here because I'm getting really into this game.
Yeah.
And because I'm feeling really good about my week so far already because I haven't had a flex or even just a running back do this other than David Johnson in a while. So thank you for tuning in. Do you have any ideas for the podcast? Let us know. If there's anything you'd like to see, like, comment, subscribe, tell all your friends, tell your dog, tell your cat, tell your bird, tell your husbands, tell your mistresses, and we're out of here. Peace out.